Welcome to Italy, home to some of the world's most magnificent architectural marvels. Every street corner in Italy is rich with Roman masterpieces, reflective of Italy's great architectural wealth. From Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo to fashion houses like Armani and Gucci, men have always been at the forefront of the arts. But now Italy is on the hunt for the most creative minds among women in the field of architecture. Italy, whose architectural tradition was till now dominated by men, is now leading the change to find a new voice, a new face among women.
In all sectors and disciplines, we need greater representation by women in decision-making generally, in politics, in public life, but also in architecture. We need more women to decide how we live, where, in what structures we live in, what neighborhood, what environment.
An Italian cement giant, Italcementi Group, is at the forefront of this change.
I think we have to look to the future with optimism. We have a strong vision, we have a mission, and the arcVision Prize is one step forward.
Sono giorni, mesi di trasformazioni incredibili.
Italcementi, known for its passion for innovation, has instituted the arcVision Prize to honor women in architecture.
We are looking forward a different world, a more sustainable world, and women will be part and protagonists of this.
This annual award will recognize one female architect from around the world whose design work not only displays qualitative excellence but also addresses the social and cultural responsibilities of modern times.
An artist, an engineer.
But the other big goal of the arcVision Prize is to bring about a paradigm shift in how the building industry perceives women architects.
The message that the creators of the prize was to encourage women to excel in architecture, to encourage young ladies who want to take architecture as a profession, that they can be recognized globally. They can go beyond borders. This is a global recognition.
Sometimes in the world we live in, women are somehow invisible. And I think what is wonderful about this award is that it focuses, it puts a spotlight on the talent of women around the world, and it asks them to come forward to be considered.
The glass ceiling in the architecture industry is increasingly being shattered by many women achievers, and Italcementi celebrates these go-getters with the arcVision Prize.
But I think that women are already part of architecture. We simply have to look at them and to valorize and to create more value out of their job.
In the first edition of the arcVision Prize, 19 female architects representing the next generation of ideas competed for the top honors. This was an award for the women by the women, with an international all-female jury made up of some of the best women architects in the world and prominent names associated with cultural and humanitarian issues.
9 women from different parts of the world, different cultural backgrounds, coming in with their different perspectives to recognize the works of women architects. So it's involving women to recognize women for women.
The winner of the first arcVision Prize takes away a 2-week research workshop at Italcementi's research lab in Italy and a prize money of €50,000. But what was that winning quality, that X factor that the jury was looking for?
We are talking about affirmative action now, by the way. We want to see qualities shown in the works we were looking at. We want to see qualities that we want to see in our society. So we want to see humility. We want to see simplicity. We want to see clarity. We want to see courage, the ability to take risks, but also we want to see flexibility and the ability to blend with your environment.
When I did some jokes.
This occasion was, however, not just about honoring women designers in architecture.
So simple as that.
With the smartest female minds together, what ensued was a spirited exchange of ideas.
Has
and a dialogue on the many challenges that women architects face in present times.
When you look at the School of Architecture, in education, half and half are women and men, but in the profession, they disappear. And they disappear because, first of all, this is hard work. The person in front of architects are always men, and finally they became invisible. And it's why this prize is really important. And I hope that it gives hope for all the women in architecture.
The biggest challenge is to make the male-dominated building industry open doors for female talent.
I think it is very difficult to break mindsets, and this is a kind of a, we come from a tradition where construction is mainly to men, and now women have to gain the confidence by themselves to say, we can also do it.
Quasi tutte, devo dire, perché in questa, nella prima selezione...
It's really a cry to commissioners of buildings that women are capable of making absolutely wonderful things, but they need the chance. Somehow the structures of society all over the world, somehow women can become invisible.
Men get projects in certain fields. I mean, for example, if you were to consider building a big engineering site, and quite spontaneously people would go to men and not to women. So I think it's also very important that we scout those women who do projects that are traditionally reserved to men.
It's the women who shape our homes, and with their sensitivity and selflessness, it's only natural for women to start shaping the cities we live in.
Women in contemporary society have a very special role. They can use their best capacities, for example, adaptation or capacity of understanding old traditions, and bring it back into architecture for better sake of society.
The message behind the arcVision prize is that architecture is about talent, architecture is beyond gender. Be it skyscrapers or engineering marvels, the choice is between talent and ability and not between a man and a woman. And with the arcVision prize, the Italcementi Group endeavors to bring about a revolution in how the building industry treats its female talent.
I think that the history of this company inspired us. This company is almost 150 years old and has clear values that are related to diversity, integrity, innovation. So I think this is a natural event within our group. We are looking forward a different world, a more sustainable world, and women will be part and protagonists of this.
Because we are Shiva, 8 hours.
Coming up on the other side, we reveal the winner of the first arcVision prize for women in architecture. The world's 5th largest cement producer, Italcementi Group, is going beyond the economics of profits and numbers. Italcementi is serious about protecting the environment, and this magnificent complex behind me is testimony to that commitment, that vision. The iLab building is the only LEED certified platinum rated building in whole of Italy and one of the few in Europe. The future of the building industry is being shaped right here. This is the iLab, where innovation encounters architecture. For the Italcementi Group, innovation and sustainability are the driving mantras of their business. And the iLab, Italcementi's Research and Innovation Center, is at the heart of the group's core strategy. The iLab is concrete proof of Italcementi's green efforts.
When you're speaking about innovation, I think about innovation in concrete. Innovation in cement is related to that, because the innovative cement, we can make something, we can make something better, but we can make something new in concrete.
Here we are concentrating all the best technology we were able to develop, the most recent technology, the most innovative products. And from iLab, we are spreading these new products all over the markets we are operating in. iLab is also is a concept. iLab, I see iLab as a bridge in between the industry, the technology, the future, and nature.
This factory of knowledge engages chemists, geologists, engineers, the smartest brains in its laboratories to develop cutting-edge products that will change the course of how we build and live in our cities.
This part of laboratory, this part of the building is where there are all the chemical laboratory. You can see inside many type of instruments that we use for research, for develop new materials. It's chemical instrument. I mean, for example, this is an instrument where we are able to determine very low amount of different salt, different minerals that can be present in the matter. We are other laboratory where we are able to analyze fuels, for example, organic materials. Laboratory where we are able to analyze the surface and the porosity of the materials. All of this equipment, all of this instrument is devoted to develop new know-how, new know-how on the material, on the cement, in all our new products.
Designed by Richard Meyer, one of the masters of contemporary architecture, the iLab is like a work of art.
They're willing to spend more on the building in order to make it sustainable. Some other people don't want to do that, because frankly it costs more.
Modern design, minimalist style, and pioneering construction techniques. This iconic building sets a new benchmark for sustainable design in Europe.
When you speak about sustainability and you speak about innovation, you speak always about a higher cost. Our goal is to reduce at the minimum level the cost, but also to look at the material in all its lifetime. Not only the cost when you buy it, but the advantage that you have during the use of your materials.
The iLab saves up to 60% more energy than a traditional building of the same size. But the iLab is just the starting point. Italcementi is silently creating a green economy, where industry players are leading the change towards respecting the environment while balancing business.
We have geothermal wells, photovoltaics for solar. You have a very high level of insulation in thermal acoustic. Or you have all the best available technology today to make this building sustainable. Means consume less energy, consume less water, recycle the water, recycle the air, filter, and also the small but effective contribution was given also by our materials.
As one of the world's leading cement manufacturers, Italcementi has in fact gone one step ahead to transform cement into a technologically advanced, sustainable material.
We try to transform the cement in concrete, but our idea, our innovation is to move from normal concrete that you can see in the normal building to something that we can use in different way. I mean, for example, here you can see concrete that is quite normal in principle, if you're just looking about the formulation, it's nothing different from the normal concrete, but you can obtain different shape, different surface that can be adapted to different type of application, different type of architectural works. Like the other one, it's cement, is the basic materials, but in this case, the cement is used as a plastic. I mean, you can adapt all the machine that it can be used for plastic materials with this type of material. This is cement obtained, cement-based material, obtained by normal plastic machine. And you can obtain by extrusion different shape. For example, you can obtain something like that. This is in cement. This cement was developed by Italcementi to the use of this cement is for special application. I mean, you can make chairs, you can make tables, you can make many things.
Now, this is one product which would be very interesting for the Indian market, given that water is such a crucial resource.
Exactly, you are true. This product is developed just to avoid any problem about in a day like today. I mean, the water can be through in the material very easily, and you can permit the water to go down in the ground to avoid any problem about many different type of problem. But in any case, this material that can be used for road, it can be used for parking, where the water is need to flowing easily in the terrain. These are special materials that was developed for in the last years, and the use of this material usually is for external work, for some internal application, and the capacity of material is to permit the lights to pass in the materials. This is why we call highlight.
One of Italcementi's path-breaking innovations in cement is TX Active. The result of decade-long research, TX Active is a revolutionary principle of photocatalysis. TX Active reduces organic and inorganic pollutants in the air. Another plus point, buildings made with TX Active stay cleaner too.
Take a TX Active, maybe it's a little bit more costly when you apply it at the beginning, but then you reduce the cost in maintenance, you have less pollution. So these are all values that you have to put in the materials. So of course, if you make a competition on innovation, you have to be careful on cost, but also look at the lifetime of your product.
With these path-breaking innovations in its kitty, Italcementi is already working on its next big innovation.
We are working seriously now to reduce the use of natural raw materials and work a lot on recycled materials to make all our innovative products performant but also much more sustainable than today. So I think we will work very hardly in getting material with the maximum recycled.
And India, with its booming building industry, is a hot market for Italcementi to introduce its innovations.
We are very much focusing on emerging market. Asia is one of these areas. India, especially, we have a very strong investment plan. We want to expand there. We want to cover different areas, different regions of the market.